Hi all. So this is the second of two videos in response to Monroe Exercise 3 on page 129, Does smoking status affect quality of life in the past month? In the first video, we did the K. Wallace and noted that to consider pairwise comparisons, we would have to do the MannWhitneyU. So this video is really about how to do a MannWhitneyU. So again, I have my data set open. I go to the top toolbar, click Analyze, go down to Non-Parametric Tests, over to Legacy Dialogues. This time I'm going to choose two independent samples because remember we're checking a pair here. In the test variable list I put quality of life and past month. The grouping variable is smoking history, and I'll have to define my groups each time I run this. I'll start off with 0 representing never smoked, and 1 quit smoking, and I'll click continue. Notice I've checked off the MannWhitneyU test, and I click OK. And so here's the first output on the first MannWhitney test, and we notice in this comparison of never smoked to quit smoking, we have a P of 0.971, indicating there is not a significant difference in terms of quality of life between these two groups. So let's minimize this. And let's go back in and do it again for the next possible pairwise comparison. Again, we click Analyze, Non-Parametric Test, Legacy Dialogues, two independent samples. Fortunately, SPSS has memory. It's remembered what we just did. We still have quality of life in our test variable. Our grouping variable, though, is going to change because now we're not comparing 0, which was never smoked, to quit smoking, but rather we're going to compare 1 to 2, meaning the people that have quit smoking to those who still smoke. We press continue. Again, our MannWhitney is already checked off, and we click OK. You notice this output is what is on the bottom of page 133 in Monroe. I didn't do it in the same order that Monroe did it, but you'll notice that in this case we have a pairwise significance of 0.018, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's go ahead and run the last one. We'll minimize this again. Click Analyze, Non-Parametric Test, Legacy Dialogues, two independent samples. Again, SPSS has remembered what we just did. Quality of life in the past month is being compared to smoking history. We have to change our defined groups now to 2 versus 0, right? Now we're comparing those who still smoke to those who never smoked. We press continue. We have the MannWhitney still checked off, and we click OK. Now we get, for this pairwise comparison, P of 0.010. So here's our whole output that's in Monroe for this exercise in terms of the MannWhitney. We have our 3 different MannWhitneys. And you'll notice that we did we adjusted using the Bonferroni correction, where we divided 0.05 by 3 because we have 3 different comparisons, and we got our threshold of being a p-value of 0.0167, and so we notice that the only comparison below 0.0167 is our final pair, never smoked to still smoking. And so there is a significant difference, as Monroe notes, in this pairwise comparison. I hope this has helped explain how to do the MannWhitneyU. Thank you.